Hi, folks! We're reviewing another toothpaste. This one is called Hello Naturally Whitening Fluoride Toothpaste, farm-grown mint with tea tree and coconut oil. And unlike most of these toothpastes I've been reviewing, this one has the ingredients on the tube. Let's go over the ingredients to find out why this might be one of my primary toothpastes. First ingredient is sorbitol, which is a cheap sweetener that also binds all the crap together. Then we have purified water, hydrated silica, glycerin, xylitol. Oh, I don't get toothpaste anymore unless it has xylitol in it. With the exception of Arm & Hammer. Arm & Hammer rules. Calcium carbonate, xanthan gum, flavor, titanium dioxide, cocoa, coconut oil. It's coconut oil. I'm just gonna say coconut oil. Coltamaboliobetine, mild foaming ingredient. I'm just gonna say that. Sodium cocoa glutamate, another mild foaming ingredient. No sulfates in this thing. Good! I'm on strike with sulfates, pretty much. Stevia, leaf extract, and tea tree oil. Some of the ingredients in this are certified organic. No peroxide, no artificial sweeteners, artificial flavors, dyes, SLS, sulfates, preservatives, or parabens. And it has the ADA seal of acceptance. The active ingredient is sodium monofluorophosphate, which is the same one in the Simple Truth toothpaste that I reviewed a couple days ago. That's pretty much the same thing as sodium fluoride. They're both practically the same thing. Like, the ingredients in the toothpaste and the formulation of the toothpaste and all that ultimately depends on if they decide to use sodium fluoride or sodium monofluorophosphate, because they both fight cavities the same. The only ingredient that I don't really want in here would be the titanium dioxide. But other than that, all the ingredients are pretty good. I kind of wish they would get rid of the sorbitol and just put a higher level of xylitol in it. But the only major thing that I wish that wasn't in here is the titanium dioxide. This is a pretty good toothpaste. It was only $3. It cost the same as the Simple Truth toothpaste that I was reviewing. This is right on par with that, but the ingredients are a bit different in this one because this one has coconut oil. It has different foaming ingredients. It has 2 different foaming ingredients in it. The tea tree oil. This is still overall a pretty high quality toothpaste for a great price. So I picked this one up at Walmart. It was about $3. I think it was somewhere between $3 and $3.50. It was somewhere around there. This one is a little bit more expensive than the Simple Truth toothpaste. Both of these were roughly around $3, but this one is a bit smaller, so you're getting less. This one costs a little bit more, but still for about $3 to maybe $3.50. This is still a really good price for what you're getting out of this toothpaste. Now, from my experience, it didn't seem to foam up quite as much as the Simple Truth toothpaste that I reviewed. It still had a decent amount of foaming. It didn't have a creamy sensation that the Simple Truth toothpaste had. I'm going to be comparing the two a lot because those are my 2 main toothpastes for the time being. But this one still has a decent amount of foaming going on in here. The mint is pretty mild. It's not super strong. It's not weak. It's in the middle. It's a mild mint flavor, which I like. The mint honestly smells and tastes kind of like the regular Colgate toothpaste. Yeah, when I smell the mint in here, the first thing that it kind of makes me think of is the regular Colgate toothpaste. It kind of smells like that kind of mint. That's the best I can really compare it to. Yeah, it smells like the standard Colgate toothpaste. Which isn't bad, because I used the standard Colgate toothpaste. I was always using the standard Colgate toothpaste, and the smell of this one and the taste of it just reminds me the most of the standard Colgate toothpaste. It didn't leave any weird or bad aftertaste or anything like that. Like a couple toothpastes I've tried in the past, like the Arm & Hammer Essentials Whiten and Strengthen, half the time that toothpaste would give a really bad, bitter aftertaste in my mouth they would last for like 20 or 30 minutes. No matter how much I would rinse my mouth out, it would still, that bitter aftertaste would linger in my mouth for like a good half hour sometimes. Sometimes it wouldn't, sometimes it did. I hate that. That's the only thing I didn't like about that, which is why I went back to just using the regular Arm & Hammer Complete Care, which has a couple ingredients in it, like the artificial sweetener and a little bit of lauryl sulfate, even though there's like a tiny, tiny little bit of it in there, but it's still there. Those are the only two ingredients in the Complete Care that I don't really like. But I went back to the Complete Care Arm & Hammer just because the Arm & Hammer Essentials just leaves that nasty, bitter aftertaste in my mouth sometimes. With this one, there's no bad aftertaste so far, but then again, I've only used it once. I'll have to give you my long-term review on this after using it for maybe a month or two to see if I notice any aftertaste, but there's no bad aftertaste here. It just tastes like a nice, clean, refreshing, mild mint flavor. Like, my teeth feel clean, and I feel a nice hint of mint that kind of reminds me of the standard Colgate toothpaste, like I've said before. It has a nice big cap that you can flip open and close. It doesn't have the twist cap like a lot of toothpaste I've seen, like the Arm & Hammer, for example, and the Simple Truth. They have that little cap that you twist off. So it's really quick and easy. The dispenser area is actually really small. The hole is really small compared to a lot of conventional toothpastes. The whole spout is actually twice as big. This one is pretty small. This is what the toothpaste looks like. It's a nice bright white color. Now, overall, what would I rate this toothpaste? I would say I would have to give it, out of 1 and 10, I would give it either a 7.5 or an 8. I would probably give it an 8 if they got rid of the titanium dioxide. That's my only real complaint about it, because titanium dioxide really does nothing as far as cleaning your teeth or oral health in general. It really doesn't do anything. It just makes your toothpaste bright white. Other than that, overall, I would give this toothpaste a 7.5 overall. It has the ADA symbol on here. It's just an added bonus and proven to help clean your teeth and prevent cavities, because the Simple Truth toothpaste and my Arm & Hammer Complete Care don't have that. But if that's something that you like to see on your toothpaste, if you like to get toothpaste that has the ADA seal of acceptance on here, then this toothpaste has that. So I use the Arm & Hammer for the baking soda, because obviously the baking soda is the first ingredient. I use that for deep cleaning, and it's good for the gums, and it neutralizes the acids in your mouth and creates a neutral pH balance, which makes it more difficult for bad acids to develop and harm your teeth and all that. So I just use it for that reason, the whitening and just keeping a neutral pH balance in the mouth. I just used the Arm & Hammer Complete Care toothpaste right before I started this video, and like a good 20 minutes later, my mouth still feels nice and fresh and clean. So, Arm & Hammer in general, in my opinion at least, is a really high quality toothpaste, and I like Arm & Hammer brand in general. So those are my 3 main toothpastes, but this toothpaste, the Hello Naturally Whitening, Farm Grown Mint, Tea Tree Oil, and Coconut Oil, and the Simple Truth toothpaste. So that's been my review and my experience using this Hello toothpaste for the first time. So stay tuned for many more toothpaste videos. See you, folks! This has been a Nick Made Idiotic production.